Hello guys, and ladies. Basically, let me see. Yeah, I've just see my microphone if it's testing. Um, so yeah, basically, I've just passed my just passed my theory test yesterday. Um, the 12th of December. I just passed my theory test, and so basically, and I'm just here to tell you guys and ladies and young folks that I'm just giving you some tips basically on how to effectively pass your theory test. It's any theory test at all. Any theory test basically, any or has a perception. Maybe not has a perception, but I'll try and give you what I can. I'll give you the tips what I can from what I can give you. Um, Basically, I'll tell you what I did. Well, not what I did, but I'll tell you about my because I basically passed my theory test twice. Twice I passed my theory test. Um, the latest one I passed was a motorbike test, and the one that I passed I passed another one in 2010, and that was the car theory test in 9th of April 2010. So that was when I passed the car test. Um, I did basically on the car test. Um, I scored on the car test because at the time it was you had to it says it says the pass mark for multiple choice part is 43 correct answers out of 50 questions, and for hazard perception part is 44 out of the possible 75 points. You you must pass both parts to pass to, you must pass both parts to pass the driving theory test. So I scored at that time in 2010. I scored 47 for the multiple choice part, and 62 for the hazard perception. So that was my score in 2010, and that was for the the car test, the theory car test. Um, and for this one, the latest one, 12th of December 12th of December 2013. Basically, it's the same again. The points, the points in the pass rate is still 43 for multiple choice out of 50, and 40. I think. Um, yeah, 40. Yeah, so basically, I scored. Yeah, so yeah, 44, 45, 44 out of a possible 75 points. So basically, so on the motorbike, I passed. I passed I got the score for the motorbike. Score 45 for the multiple choice part, and 58 for the hazard perception part. So yeah, that's the score. So I'll get to the if you like the nitty gritty, because I'm not 100% sure what that means. Um, basically to success to basically basically I've done those two tests, and I've actually never failed my theory test. I've never failed my theory test, and I've only done two theory tests, and I'm going to be doing another. I'm going to be doing another theory test in the new year. I'm going to go back to doing the car theory test, and I'm going to practice that for 3 months. I'm going to practice that for 3 months. But basically, if you're a first time learner learning the theory test from complete scratch, complete beginners, I basically practiced every week. Listen to the whole of the video on a DSA, because the DSA let you listen to the DVD. Listen to the DVD, but that you can get the words, the words that's on the DSA theory test. You can get the words you can get the words spoken out on audio to you, so you don't have to read it. So all you gotta do is follow along. So basically, I was doing that for every I was doing that every week on a motorbike, on a motorbike theory test, theory 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 mock test. So basically I was I was I was doing a mock test. um so what I was saying, I'm getting distracted. So I was practicing that every week I was practicing that. um I was practicing that every week, and I was doing one section. I was doing one study, one section. I was doing one study, one section, once a week. So that's for just no, sorry, I was doing that. I was doing that. Basically, originally I was doing 10 a week. I was doing 10 10. I was learning it on the audio 10 times in a week, but then I cut it down to 5 in a week. So I was doing that for five for I was doing it. I was reading it over and over again 5 times in a week, and then and I was doing that throughout the whole of the 14 sections. And so I did that, and I did that for like 5 times each week, 5 times each week, religiously, really. Just doing it every week, and I was doing that for 6 months. That was for the first time when I was learning the motorbike theory module, and I was learning it. Um, so I did that for 6 months because it was new to me. So I did it for 6 months, and I passed it, like like you found out for the motorbike theory test. And this is the amount of time. This is the amount. This is the amount. This is how many times I've done it. How many times I've gone over the audio on the DSA, official DSA theory. The official DSA theory theory um training module, like the study. So because this is the actual um DVD DVD that I actually learnt from, and passed from as well, when I went to the DSA training not training, sorry, the DSA test center. So as you can see, it's let me just put it closer. That's the 2013 edition as well. Yeah, you can see that. So yeah, and let me just show you the back quickly. So that's the back. Yeah, that's the back. So basically I yeah, yeah. So I'm trying not to slur so much. So that's the amount of times I learned. I gone over the repeatedly gone over the whole training manual. Not the whole training manual, but mainly the theory test, the theory practice. I went over the theory practice, like that's the amount of time I went over it, basically 121 times. Um, but so I did that for 6 months, and I passed, as you know. Um, but I'm gonna go back to the motorbike. I'm gonna go, not the motorbike. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the car test, the car theory test. The theory test. I'm gonna practice, basically practice on that, and I'm going to actually try and practice it for 3 months. I'm going to practice because I've already passed it in the past, but because my thing is invalid now, it's out of date, so I have to redo it. So I'm going to go and practice again. I'm just going to practice for 6 months, for 3 months. I'm going to practice, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. So I'm going to practice it for 3 months, and just keep going over everything for 5 times for 3 months, and then see how I go there. And if I'm getting in the 40s, then I'll go for the test. Because if you're getting it in the 40s, the questions correctly in the 40s, then you got a potential of passing. Um, so yeah, but I don't know if you can follow my tip. if the 3 months, if the 3 months work, if the 3 months work, I'll let you know. If, yeah. Um, but the one of my mistakes I did was basically I already done I already know I already read the know your traffic signs in a separate book before, before 2010. Already, or in 2010, I already went over it, read it, and basically I went over it, and what happened was, so went over it, and I'm getting distracted here by some noise. So I went over it, and um so yeah, the mistake I made, I did the I didn't do some in 2010, I did practice learning the know your traffic signs. But basically, after after I did that once, went over the whole book. But when I came to doing the motorbike, when I came to doing the motorbike test, not the motorbike test, when I came to practicing the motorbike, and all the and the stuff that I told you, I didn't I didn't actually I didn't actually refresh on the know your traffic signs, and I could have been caught out by the actual theory test questions. I could have been caught out because I didn't practice enough. But I didn't. There wasn't so much questions in the in the theory test on the actual test center. They didn't test they didn't test me a lot on the know on the traffic signs. So yeah, but I wouldn't do that if I was you. If I wouldn't like not learn your traffic signs. I would learn it. I would just refresh yourself on it as well. I did do a bit of refreshing, but not a lot. Only a few pages. I think it might have been, but I can't remember now. But I'm gonna be refreshing it on the on the car practice modules, or on learning modules. So yeah, that's it. So like I was saying, if you're new, just to summarize, if you're new to learning to learn, if you're new to learning your theory, if you're very new to learning your theory, or your first time learning your theory, it's best to do the actual multiple choice questions and the hazard perception, like well, the multiple choice questions, it's best to do it for for like 6 months. But if you're refreshing, do it for 3 months. But to pass the hazard perception, you have to really listen carefully to the rules, because in the hazard perception they actually say, if what a hazard is basically, if you go if you have to basically, when you're driving, and if something comes in your way, or some or any hazard, or anyone comes in your way, or anything comes in your way, if you have to brake, if you have to brake hard or brake softly, or steer right or left, that's causes a hazard. If you have to if you have to do any of those things, that's called a hazard. So that's what you have to. That's how you pass the hazard. By if you know you have to do that, do any of those things when you're driving. So yeah. So that's just to summarize. I hope I've covered everything as well. Um, but if anything, just write down below. Just write down below, down the message. Write. Just leave your comments at the bottom, and I will be happy to reply. And yeah, and thanks for your time, and as always, stay click. Peace.